The age of Aquarius, it's an era that was prophesied by all the indigenous people, by the Mayans, even by the Lemurians and the Atlanteans, and in particular, the ancient Egyptians. But do we actually really understand what it is about? We can all agree on one thing, and this is that everything is energy. And what is happening on Earth, and I would invite you to listen to this just with an open mind and move your belief systems to a side just for the next few moments of this video. So if we believe that everything is energy, then what it is about here on Earth, it's about the harvest of energy, the harvest of our sexual energy, our life force. We very often judge, and especially right now, it's all about going against the system, against the narratives that are pushed by them. But we fail to see that the spiritual communities and scenes are just moving from one belief system and feeding you into another. Simply put, all information is programming, and you give it your power by giving it your belief. I personally could almost never resonate with most of the so-called spiritual teachings or what those communities were promoting, because something deep down inside of me felt off. They were simply moving you from one belief system into another. And any system that tells me how I need to eat, how I should meditate, what I need to do to feel or be spiritual, just doesn't feel right to me. The reason why the focus of my work is to bring people back into their sovereign power is because we need to stop feeding into belief systems and narratives, no matter what form or shape they take. Because you can't beat a computer at its own game. And if we are still believing keywords such as we are spiritual beings having a human experience, or flat earth, it's all about enlightening and awakening, then we got a long way to go. I'm not saying it's not about awakening, it certainly is, but maybe it is a different kind of awakening than we think it is. Many people get trapped in spiritual teachings, which just brings them further and further away from their own inner truth and their ability to connect with their inner power through their cellular memory versus through a teaching. We say mind, body, soul, and spirit for a reason. You are not the spirit, you are a soul. The spirit is created of your physical form. It is the electrical body that is imprinted when you are born. So your soul technically got nothing to do with spirituality. That's why the body has its own ecosystem. So to claim your power back, you have to protect your mind that is disconnected from the ecosystem of the body. And you have to tune into your own heart's knowing. Don't just randomly believe something that is popular, even not my video. Do your own research. Taking back our sovereign power means stepping into what feels right and true for us, away from any teachings. And this is what all the indigenous people knew. You can't train people to step out of a box when you have been trained in a box. This constant battle against the ego is one of the biggest examples I can give you when it comes to feeding people into a narrative. Our ego is nothing else but our protection layers. And who is the most in their ego? Our children. And not in a selfish way that they want to harm someone else, but they do look out for their own interests and they claim what they need and want in the moment. Think of it this way. If you want to influence a nation, a community, you do that through a role model that is well respected and has power over the people. But what is this role model really teaching and doing? And is this really so different from the other agendas that have been pushed?
Just attended here at the Economic Forum. I think there was a sense of relief, actually, in your frankness. You brought up some issues that others are reluctant to bring up.
Always. All the religious groups are against me because I'm talking about population. They want more souls. I want less on the planet.